Hey guys, what's up, fellow gamers, geeks, and anyone else, family members who like to watch my channel? Sandman, coming at you from home today, Sunday, December 18th. Saw Rogue One again yesterday with my good friend, my partner, Darren. He couldn't come Friday, so he asked me to tag along with him to Richlands, Virginia to see it with him yesterday. And of course, I obliged because I love Rogue One and I love Star Wars. So I saw it Friday with Charles, my brother, first. And then I saw it again yesterday. So I saw it twice. So it's really, I was able on the second watch to pay attention to things that I was just, when you watch a movie the first time, especially in the theater and it was 3D, you're in that, I don't want to miss a thing, and you end up missing a lot of things because you're so mesmerized as the action's playing out. And the second watch through yesterday in 2D in Richlands, I was able to pay attention to other details, and the second time through, I love it as much as I did the first. It's still a great movie. It's a good side story. It's a complete tale set in a universe of the big numbered Star Wars films. So if this is any indication what we can expect from Disney with the side story sagas they want to do, including the Han Solo, even my buddy Matt was telling me a couple of weeks back about the television series. I think Star Wars, the franchise, is in good hands at Disney. Rocky. That's my buddy Rocky. So without further ado, here's me from yesterday traversing to Richlands with Darren and his car, his goat, his one true love. And we are going to see Rogue One. So with that being said, me from the past, take it from here. We are on a secret mission, and that's to go see Star Wars Rogue One. Taking Darren this time. I saw it last night. I'm excited to see his reaction. We're gonna traverse to Richlands, Virginia. What's your expectations, Darren?
They're not high.
Darren was not a fan of The Force Awakens. He's a big original trilogy guy, and he respects what the prequels do for the story.
The prequels had an amazing story.
Actually, I think you said you like the prequels more.
I do. The special effects and everything in it, which people don't like, but it gives so much more immersion to the story. You can actually believe it's going on. And it's not as cheesy looking as the originals. As far as the originals, I prefer the special editions much better because they do touch up the special effects, and the speeder doesn't look as horrible as what it did in the originals. Because they couldn't, for most of the shots, the speeder, it was on a vehicle frame,
right,
and stuff, and they had pretty much blurred the wheels out
to make it look like levitation, hover.
Yeah.
Lucas had to be inventive with the budget he had and for the time frame. The guy's a genius. But going back, looking at those things now, they're painfully obvious.
Yeah.
At the time, it was pure magic.
Mm-hmm.
As children watching the original trilogy.
As far as what they did in the time frame, or the place in history, like back in '77, or
with what was available to him.
Yes, it was absolutely wonderful.
Even if he had had a studio backing him with unlimited special effect budget in those years,
it wouldn't have been any better.
Because look at the James Bond films in those years. Like, even with top money, special effects, they were so painfully obvious. What can I say about Rogue One? It's dark. It's not a campy Star Wars. It's a side story. You pretty much know that it ends where Episode 4 picks off. That's a given. That's not a spoiler. I thought the cast was very diverse. I was very pleased with everyone's, like, Forrest Whitaker's character, Donnie Yen, and Felicity Jones. It was actually revealed today that Felicity Jones the main star of the movie, she was the highest paid actor on the roster at 7 figures. Disney gave her the biggest payday. Donnie Yen, Forrest Whitaker were right behind her with 6 digits, but you know, those are guys that have been in the industry a long time. I can't wait to see Darren's reaction. We'll film that after the movie. But it's a gloomy day here in Southwest Virginia. We're gonna make our way to the theater, and we'll holler back at you guys after a while. May the force be with you. Sandman out. Mean car. Greatest of all time. Cockpit. It's a dreary day, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it could be snow.
At least it ain't snow.
It could.
Snow.
After 27 years dealing with the stuff, you're sick of it. How good is it they repaved this before winter?
It's good. But smooth pavement always.
It's got cons too, don't it?
Yeah, it always gets slicker. You don't have the grooves of all the loose gravel and all that stuff that could actually help in the sucking most of the snow before they went the road. Yeah, I've been stuck on shortcut before. Had to wait hours for state truck to come through.
So you could tail it?
Yeah.
Hours.
So I've been stuck on shortcut halfway up. Down to Richland, see an old girl.
Oh yeah. Tell you a story about Jack and Diane. I did have an urge to karaoke last night.
Should have.
That one guy, he was pretty good. The one that kept singing, Richard.
He's always there.
He's always there. He's good, man. He don't look like he would be, but looks can be deceiving, can't it? Guys, we just got out of Rogue One. Darren, Chris, Sandman here. We're in Claypool Hill. What'd you think?
It was better than The Force Awakens.
I liked it. Darth Vader's awesome.
Better than Force Awakens. You like the Vader scenes? I thought were very well handled.
Yeah, the fact that they brought in a lot of like older people and stuff was amazing.
I'm glad they killed everybody.
I love the guy that plays young Tarkin or middle-aged Tarkin, however you want to age him. He was just like the original, like from the 70s. I mean,
yeah.
Seemed like some. Is it an actual actor? I thought I could tell it was some like CG stuff going on.
Was it a CG? I'm pretty sure it's an actor. It's a new actor that's Tarkin.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But so, just the fact that they did that was amazing. Yeah, I love it.
This is the first of many side story movies Disney wants to produce. Unfortunately, you're not stoked for Han Solo. The Han Solo one's next.
That one might be pretty good. Depends on how they do it.
I think it's going to be a trilogy, actually.
It depends on how they do it.
Instead of doing a Boba movie and a Han movie, they're going to do a Han trilogy with a lot of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
For money saving, as if Disney needs to save money, but
hopefully they do it well. Those
two guys, there's even rumors that Boba and Han will have to work together in their youth movies. Smuggler, bounty hunter, both Jabba's employees, kind of. Yeah, it starts off with when he's in the Empire.
I want to want to see like how they phase out the clone troopers. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, they definitely need to do that.
They casted the guy who was Django to be Boba in the Han Solo trilogy.
They have to because he's a complete genetic copy.
He's the one that didn't have any of that extra junk in him. Remember, Django requested his personal son to be just an exact clone of him, and he was going to school him himself. What'd you think of the prequels? How do you hold them?
3 prequels with episode 1 and all?
Episode 1, 2, and 3. Where do you rank them in importance of the story, the universe that we all love, obviously?
I think we could have done without episode 1, honestly. We could have started it with episode 2. Just showing
Clone Wars.
Yeah, Clone Wars, having, a
Episode
teenage
1
Anakin.
was pretty much just a...
And then, that's what I said, we could have done without that one entirely. And then maybe have the second one be more like some Anakin Obi-Wan adventures. That would have made it a lot better. And then finish it off with Memphis.
Rumor has it they want to do an Obi-Wan trilogy too. Ewan McGregor is still down.
That would be awesome. That would
We
be
say
awesome.
thumbs up to that.
Yeah, that
Rogue One though, overall,
8 out of 10.
an 8 out of 10. That's solid for you. You don't give nothing 8s.
I have to give it an 8 out of 10 too.
I thought it was extremely solid. I'll give it an 8 as well. That's not generous. That's what it earned.
Yeah.
That's not us giving it anything. It's a good...
The Force Awakens a 4.5.
This is not, like as I was saying in there, this is not a campy Star Wars.
No.
This is not one you're going to want to bring 10 and unders to. It's dark. Even the humor is dark.
Yeah.
I'm really glad everybody died.
Spoiler alert, everyone dies. Spoiler alert, Vader has twins. Spoiler alert, they do take down the Death Star. Empire builds another one. Take that one down too.
Yep.
All those available in your shelf right now. You should already have those at home.
And those crappy First Order guys show up.
What'd you think of the Death Troopers?
Those guys were wicked.
They're basically stormtroopers that can aim. That's what makes them Death Troopers.
Stormtroopers actually hitting their targets in this movie.
Right. Well, even white suit ones?
Yeah.
What? They must still have Django's blood in them.
Maybe.
They're probably still the last bit of the clone troopers. I don't think in this point in the timeline all have been phased out yet.
I hate that there was no Palpatine.
Yeah.
I wish there had been something with Palpatine. Just a glimpse of
Could have got
Palpatine.
Hillary to do that. that meme is amazing. Where she's like all smiling, it's got her right next to the Emperor. It's awesome. This is great.
Nice.
Well,
Did anybody notice Vader's voice? It was just a little odd, like they didn't get the filter just right.
It sounded less like robotic, like it did in the original.
like James sounded stronger in
Yeah.
the originals. And even in Revenge of the Sith, James Earl Jones line, which was basically just no, really loud no, force pulling everything apart.
But I mean, he is old now, so.
I mean, like his voice, like, no, you can tell his voice was fine and stuff. It's like they didn't get the filter just right.
All right. But the fact that there's so much Vader, the little bit of Vader we got in this, I thought was the right amount.
I would like to see more Vader.
Of course, you always. You can never have too much Vader.
It's just been the end scene with Vader walking through the ship, just slaughtering everyone.
Stealing everybody.
That would have just been.
It always is.
They need a movie of just Vader.
Red lightsabers sell tickets, right? Red lightsabers put butts in the seat.
You gotta have that iconic villain.
If you had a movie of just Vader, it would be like awesome.
Yeah.
They do have a movie of just Vader. It's called Revenge of the Sith.
I mean Vader. Not
Not Anakin
Well,
turning to Vader.
this timeline, I guess, would
I would
kind
like to see a movie follows Vader like immediately after Revenge of the Sith
of.
during the Purge.
Well,
Like,
wouldn't
right
that
now,
be
they're
what
making-
the events of Force Unleashed would be? Starkiller's story?
Yeah.
no longer
This is
canon.
kind of
Yeah.
no longer canon.
Disney made everything no canon.
Did you hear about the legacy novels? How they're bringing some of the stuff and saying it's canon now?
Yeah.
Disney put 20 books, the gold label, and said they're legacy books,
Yeah.
so they will count as canon.
Yeah, I don't remember which ones they said.
Me either. Who could? I mean,
Yeah.
if you do know that, we wow.
Yeah. Disney's pretty good for doing stuff like that, though.
Well, I think that's it. I'll let you guys get out the weather. Thank you, Chris.
Welcome.
Thank you, Darren. We'll end it there. Okay, guys, in conclusion of my Rogue One review, I got Charles here with me, who saw it with me on Friday, and I saw it again yesterday with Darren. The overall, what I'm taking away from it is, for a side story movie, it's very, very good. We hope the rest can follow suit. I was just reading some of the stats on the figures Disney made on Rogue One this weekend. 290.5 million worldwide. I think 155 million of that was domestic. So, and I think that's like close to a little bit over 4,000 theaters in the U.S. So it was easily number one here. Disney has had a really good weekend because they had Moana still playing too. So Moana had been number one prior to Rogue One's release. So, well, Charlie, what's your favorite part about Rogue One? Favorite character, part, scene, planet? He's indifferent, but I know he enjoyed the film. We thought it was good. It was entertaining. It was a complete side story. It brought a lot of depth to a series we know and love, and we've been watching them since we were little kids. Just being able to see the backstory of why Luke was able to destroy the Death Star in Episode 4 so easily, because that goes into depth why that flaw was in the Death Star. It was premeditated. It was a trap. And that goes into detail in this movie. So, the scenes with Vader, fantastic. Of course, we always want more Vader, and that's what makes him the mystique of him. You only get just the right amount of him, and they don't overuse him. So, you're left wanting more. So, you'll definitely have that effect with the Vader scenes in this movie. The only thing left to say really is it's sitting at 100 on Rotten Tomatoes right now, score 100. So if you're one of those who's teetering, you didn't like Force Awakens, and you're wondering, this is a movie that even a non-Star Wars fan can go watch and enjoy. You won't have to see any of the other ones. As a standalone, war-torn, universe kind of thing, it's a standalone story all on its own. So, with that being said, this is my presentation on my first reactions and a partial review of Rogue One. The club is going to go see it Tuesday. I don't know if Charlie and I are going to tag along or not. Possibly. It depends. He says no, but we'll see. To our members of Pecan County Public Library, the Nerd Herd, as you guys go Tuesday and you've been waiting, you're in for a real treat. It's a great movie. It delivers. There's not a lot to complain about. I guess maybe the music was kind of lackluster. There was a lot of planet hopping. There's just very, very much. Is it perfect? No. Is it great for what it is as a side story? It's not a numbered Star Wars film. It's a Star Wars side story. It's great. So we give it 2 thumbs up. Go check it out. May the Force be with you. Have a Merry Christmas. On that, Sandman out.